Instagram. You can just check it out. Some few days ago, I just broke a 210 days straight morning push-up streak, and I'm really disappointed. So, as a punishment, I just shaved my head bald. Not necessarily I don't necessarily did it myself. I definitely go to the barber shop, and yeah, shave my head bald as a punishment for breaking the habit streak. But to some extent, I need to admit that um, I'm pretty happy actually after it, because I kind of tell to myself that, oh, I need to lock in, and yeah, basically I continue I I continue from day zero of doing morning push-ups again. But this time I do 100 push-ups every single day before 5 to 6 a.m. And to be honest, I'm really happy for that, because my previous habit streak, sometimes I do 10 push-ups, sometimes I do 50 push-ups, sometimes I do 20 push-ups, sometimes I do 100 push-ups, but the number is never really consistent actually. So to some extent, I'm kind of grateful. I'm feeling pretty grateful for resetting the habit streak, even though it's really painful. Yeah, I lost the 210 days straight morning push-up streak, but I think I get something better. And yeah, basically that's life. Things like that are going to happen. We are going to learn new things if we just willing to learn new things. So, hi, I'm Laksana. I want to be the best at helping people build consistency. That's why I need to rehearse consistently on a day-to-day basis. So let me just be honest with you guys. Some of the things that I wanted to be evaluating, the mistakes that I have from my previous videos are that one, sometimes I just speak way too fast, and when I just speak way too fast, I just cannot really give any powerful speech, because my pronunciation becomes unclear. When my pronunciation is unclear, well, people cannot understand me. How can I give some powerful message if people cannot understand me, right? So that's why I need to just speak slowly, and also, actually, I want to train to have some deeper voice, because, uh, you know, I kind of sound like I don't know, weak person sometimes, or no, I don't know. I just kind of think like my usual day-to-day voice is pretty weak. That's why I wanted to have some stronger voice, like this. I don't know. So for today's script, we are going to be talking about the one-word philosophy and how we can actually integrate this principle in order to help us stay consistent at doing something. So here's the thing. When you are trying to be consistent at doing something, strong reason will help you to stick in the long run. Pick one word that really represents your reason, your vision of why you do something consistently. And basically consistently remind yourself of that word, about the philosophy behind that word. Okay? Make it as your fuel, as your compass, as your trigger. So here's the thing. You definitely need to have some strong and deep personal reasons about why you want to be doing something on the long run. Why do you want to be doing it consistently? Which, requires lots of words to explain it. But the thing here is that you also need one word that actually summarize and represent and capture the core essence, okay? The core essence of that whole paragraphs long essays. That paragraphs long reasons. Why? Because you need paragraphs to actually understand your why, but you need one word to remember when it comes, okay? When you need it most. So for example, you want to be consistent at exercising, and your one word is strength. The word strength symbolizes not only physical strength, but also the mental strength to show up, okay? The mental strength to show up on a day-to-day basis, even on the days when you are not feeling motivated to do something, to do the exercise. With some exception, for example, like when you are sick, well, it's okay not to do your exercise. And here's the thing, the word strength also symbolize a new chapter of your life. So for example, something like that. a life where I have control over my decisions, blah 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 blah. Basically, all the reasons why, about the word strength. So you definitely need to write it down on somewhere to have a crystallized, materialized idea of the reason, and call it an essay. So why this is important? Because when you are tired, when you want to quit, when you are distracted, when you are overwhelmed by things that are going in your life, when life gets heavy, which it will definitely get heavy sometimes, it might be really overwhelming for you to remember an entire essay about why exercising matters. But you can definitely remember just one word that captures the whole essence of the essay, right? Basically, it's giving you a shortcut on the days when you are feeling really overwhelmed with life. Now, the thing here, after we got the essay and the word, we need to have a clear indicator of whether or not we are still honoring the word, whether or not we are still taking the word seriously. For example, what is the indicator? The indicator is, as long as I'm healthy and not sick, I will do exercise in the form of 5 minutes of running every single day. As long as I still do the 5 minutes of running every single day, well, I'm still considered to honor the word. I'm still taking the word seriously. And if I skip it, well, I'm no longer honoring the word. That simple. This part is extremely important. Why? Because having a clear indicator is extremely important, because our brain, when it's lazy, and it will get lazy, it will start playing games with our standards. It can get sneaky sometimes. When we don't have any clear indicator, for example, it might think like, oh yeah, the word strength means I need to exercise consistently every single day, right? So all I have to do is to exercise today, and you know what? Today I'm just going to be doing 10 seconds of stretching and then call it a day. Well, we definitely do not want that to happen, right?